Oh my goodness! I just made this dress without using a sewing pattern. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I had this white t-shirt in my closet that I purchased from the Gap, and I wasn't wearing it, and I looked at it the other day and I was like, let me see if I can do something with this t-shirt. I have this t-shirt or tank top that I'm going to use as demonstration purposes. So I measured the bottom of the t-shirt that I used, the white one. I measured horizontally across the front and the back of the t-shirt so that I can get the total length of the hem, the whole full circle. So I drew a picture. This is the top or the t-shirt. So I measured the bottom of the front and I came up with 16 inches, and then I also measured the bottom of the back and I also got 16 inches for a total of 32, 16 plus 16. So the total length around the bottom of the top was 32 inches. I wanted to add a gathered skirt to the bottom of the tank top. Now the bottom opening of the tank top we know was 32 inches wide. This is the skirt, we'll pretend. This is the front of the skirt. This is the back of the skirt. So I needed to know how wide this opening needs to be in order to scrunch down and fit into the bottom hem of the t-shirt. I wanted my opening to be 3 times as wide as the total for the bottom of the tank top. So I took the total 32 and multiplied it by 3 to get 96 inches. So that means this opening for the skirt needs to be 96 inches wide in order to be 3 times wider than the bottom of the tank top. The bottom of the front tank top was 16 inches. The bottom of the back tank top was also 16 inches. If I multiply the back tank top by 3 and the front length of the tank top by 3, I get 48 for both because they were the same length. And that means the front of the skirt piece needs to be 48 inches and the back needs to be 48 inches for a total of 96 inches. I could have cut out 2 pieces that were 48 inches wide. One piece would have been the front of the skirt, and one piece would have been the back of the skirt. But I didn't have enough fabric to cut out 2 pieces that were 48 inches wide each. So I know that we need 2 fronts. We need one front here, one front here. And when you put them together, you'll get the whole front. I don't want to draw on here and confuse you, but when you put the 2 together, the 2 fronts, you'll get your whole front when you stitch them together. And so I made a pattern piece that was 24 inches wide, and then I cut this pattern out 2 times so that I can stitch them together and get my total of 48 inches. I did the same thing for the front and the back. I used the same pattern piece for the front and also the back of the skirt. Now you have your skirt piece, 24 inches wide. The length of the skirt is determined by how long you want your skirt to be. So if you want a short skirt, you would, maybe have it up to here. Now you're ready to cut out your fabric. So you can cut out 2 pieces. You would cut this out twice. Now, if you are going to cut around here and cut it out twice, then you can add seam allowance here and seam allowance here on the edges, which are the side seams. Once you cut out your 2 pieces, they will look like this. So you'll put them together. This will give you your total of 48 inches. Stitch down this side. This will be your front or your back, whichever you choose. And then you'll do the same thing. Stitch down here. You'll put the 2 together like this. You'll have your front of your skirt, your back of your skirt, and then you stitch down your side seams, and then you'll gather this front opening so that it will fit into the bottom of your tank top. You can also cut your skirt pattern piece on the fold. If you decide to do that, you won't have to worry about adding any seam allowance to the edges, and you will cut out your pattern piece 2 times. One piece will be your front, and it'll look like this, and your other piece is way over here, will be your back piece, and it will look similar to your front piece. And then you'll stitch your sides and then gather the top edge to fit into the bottom hem of your tank top or your t-shirt. I knew I wanted my gathers to be pretty close together, so that's why I decided to gather the skirt opening 3 times as wide as the top. But you don't have to do it 3 times as wide. You can do it 1.5 times or 2 times as wide. It's up to you. If you do it like 1.5 or something less than 3, your gathers are going to be looser, and the more times you do it wider than the bottom of the tank or the top, the tighter the gathers will be, if that makes any sense. If you do 1.5 times or 2 times, then you'll just multiply the total that you get for the bottom of your top by either 1.5 or 2 or 2.5, or in my case 3, whatever number you decide to use, you multiply that by the total that you get for your opening of your shirt. And you can use any shirt you want. You can use like a t-shirt that has print on it. In my case, I used a t-shirt that is kind of long, and you could cut the shirt in half and shorten it, and then your skirt will come up a little higher. I just left my t-shirt the actual length that it was, and I stitched the bottom of the skirt to the bottom of the top as I purchased it. I didn't cut anything away. So as you can see here, here's the bottom of the original hem on the tank top or the t-shirt, and I didn't cut anything. It's still the same way that it came from the store. I just stitched it to the bottom of the skirt fabric. Now I mentioned that I was short on fabric. So what I like to do when I don't have enough fabric is I actually like to stitch fabric scraps together. And I had this blue fabric from a garment I made recently, and I had the brown fabric in my little scrap stash. This I used as a lining for a coat. I wanted the serged edges to be on the outside. So what I did was I put 2 pieces of fabric together. Instead of putting together with the right sides together, I put them together with the wrong sides together, and then I put them in my serger and I stitched around all the different scrap pieces that I had until I came up with a piece that was wide enough to be able to cut out a skirt or a long rectangle that was at least 24 inches wide. I knew I wanted the 24 inches wide, you know, that we talked about, so that it would fit around the top and be 3 times as wide. So that's how I got the skirt to look like this at the bottom, is by just sewing different scrap pieces together. And then I cut the rectangle out when I was done and stitched it to the bottom of this top, and I ended up with a dress. And it didn't take very long to do. One thing to keep in mind when you are gathering your fabric to fit into the opening of your top is how thick your fabric is. The thicker your fabric is, the more difficult it will be to scrunch it down to a small size to fit into your opening. So if you want tight gathers, then you want to make sure you're using a fabric that is somewhat thin, just not too thick. heard that the sweater, I don't know if you heard me. I heard that the candle sweater weather smells really good. So I thought I would give it a try. It smells mild, like I can't really tell exactly what it's gonna smell like. So I'm just trusting that it smells good based off of someone else that had it. Okay, so the lady told me that the candle by itself was gonna be $27 unless I got a spray. So they had some type of promotion going on. So I was like, okay, just grab me one. So I don't know what this smells like. I just asked her to get me a fresh scent. She was like, do you like fresh or fruity? She was like, if you don't like it, you can bring it back. So let me see. I was like, just grab me one. This is, what is this actually? Gingham. Oh, gingham! Gingham! I love gingham. Okay, it smells nice. Oh my gosh, gingham is one of my favorite fabrics. Gingham and denim. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? What a stinking coincidence.